I am so glad you're here with me this morning. I have got a word of encouragement for you. Do you know that the battle is not over until the vanquished considers himself to be so? You know, I was taking my kids to school this morning, and I was having a conversation with them about this very subject. Life will come and knock you down. There are times in life when you will get punched in your mouth and you will fall to the ground. Does that mean the battle's over? Because somebody punched you in your mouth and you fell to the ground? Only if you stay down. If you get back up, now what? It means the battle continues on. A winner's not been determined. A loser's not been determined. The battle's still raging. Well, what if you get knocked in your mouth again? Punched in your mouth and knocked down again? What if you get punched in your mouth, you fall down, and life just continues to wail on you? Pow, 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 pow! Then what? Is the battle over? Only if you stay down. What happens if you get back up? The battle continues on, and you have a chance at victory as long as the battle continues on. The battle's not over. The winner's not determined, nor is the loser. You're still in it. You still got a chance. You can still reach your goals. It does not matter how many times you fell down. Let me tell you something. Just before the start of the year, I had a job opportunity. I wasn't really looking for a job. I didn't need a job. I'm self-employed. I got a little part-time thing that I do. I don't need a job. I wasn't looking for one. But an offer came to me that I couldn't refuse. I said, okay. I put the application in. I submitted my resume. I went on one interview. I went on 2 interviews. I was offered the job at top dollar. I went on vacation out of state for my birthday with my wife for Christmas, New Year's, that kind of thing. I come back expecting to start my job. They told me they gave the job to somebody else. I walked out of there defeated. I felt upset. It wasn't even something I wanted, but then it was offered to me. I got happy about it. I got excited about it. I started thinking about all the cons. Then I wanted it. Then after I wanted it, they snatched it from me. So I responded to that by aggressively looking for jobs. In the month of January 24, I probably filled out 70 applications, submitted 70 resumes, went on 10 interviews, went to a career fair, and here it is February, and I don't have a job. I mean, not one of the ones I applied for anyway. You know, there's a few days I felt defeated. There's a few days I felt discouraged. There's a few days I began to question my self-worth and my value. But you know, like my dad says when he's preaching, you can't stop a bird from flying over your head, but you can certainly stop it from making a mess in your, from making a nest in your hair. That's what I meant to say, nest. You can't stop a bird from flying over your head, but you can stop it from making a nest in your hair. And what that means is we're all human. We're all subject to a negative thought. We're all subject to self-doubt. We're all subject to get down in the mully grubs, be feeling the blues, and get a little depressed, and get a little poor me going on. It happens. We're human. You can't stay there. You have to take steps to defeat that. And it wasn't that long ago I had a buddy of mine who was going through the same thing. He had just got out of prison. He did quite a bit of time. And he did 37 years. And now he's out trying to get a job with a resume that's basically empty, telling people he just got out of prison after doing 37 years. It was hard for him. It was hard. He put in several applications. I helped him with a few. I helped him with a resume, those kind of things. And I called him up one day after he thought he had a job for sure. He thought the recruiter called him, talked to him, interviewed him over the phone. It all sounded good, hyped him up. He went down there on Wednesday morning to start the job, and there was 3 other applicants. There was 3 of them, 2 other applicants plus him. And they come out and said, we're going to hire one of you. The other 2 were not. Ended up, he was one of the 2 that was not. And he come home and he was feeling depressed. All the things that I said I was feeling just earlier. And I had to talk to him. I had to say, listen, man, these rejections, they don't define you. I said, the only way that you are going to defeat this cloud of despair that's trying to hang out over your head is to get your behind up out of that bed, get out of your thoughts, and get out there and put out some more applications. The more applications you drop, the more interviews you'll get. The more interviews you'll get, the more opportunities you'll have. Yeah, you won't get every one of them. You may get rejected a bunch more times. I said, but if you stop, then they win. You lose. It's over. You can't let that happen, man. I said, you'll sit here and you'll be depressed and you'll waste your whole day in depression. You'll waste your whole week in depression. The only way that you can get out from under this negative cloud that's trying to hang out above your head is to take steps of positivity. You have to combat the negative with the positive. When it looks like you're getting a double helping of the negative, of the depression, of the poor me's, you have to go out and do twice as much activity that's going to generate positivity. You got rejected for a job, then go drop another 20 applications. Create new opportunities. The battle's not over until the vanquished considers himself to be so. Life is going to punch every one of us in the mouth. It's going to knock every one of us down. But that doesn't mean you lose. Not at all. You have to get back up. And that is what I'm excited about, because I'm going to start a new series on my YouTube channel called Get Back Up, or Stand Back Up. That's what it's going to be, Stand Back Up. And I'm going to interview people who have gotten out of prison and have made good with their life. I'm going to interview people who have been through hard times and overcome them. I'm going to interview people that have been knocked down, but now they're standing back up. And the purpose of it is to spread encouragement to each and every one of you. I appreciate you listening. If you got something out of this, I appreciate if you click subscribe. Now, normally I tell you all about my books right here, and I don't have a book with me this morning, but I am excited because my Up Your Averages series that I've been writing is complete. It started out as 3 books, and it turned into 4 books. I published the last 2 books, books 3 and 4, How to Improve Your Finances and How to Improve Your Life for people who do not like to read. Spoiler alert, it's a picture book. But for either way, I got 2 more books that I just published in January. That brings my total to 9, and they will all be on my website, markwcass.com, markwcass.com. The 2 newest ones are not on there yet, as I have just recently published them. I haven't had a chance to add them, but I will be doing so very soon. And I am also excited to announce that with the completion of my 3rd Up Your Averages book, How to Improve, a daily guide on how to improve your finances, I will begin another series of videos on, you guessed it, how to improve your finances. So that brings the first book, How to Improve Your Life. or the quality of your life, how to improve your personal relationship with your significant other. That's book 2. That's for the lovers out there, the couples. And book 3, how to improve your finances. If you get all 3, whoo! Just think how much your life will improve. Well, I appreciate every one of y'all watching. And y'all stay tuned because I'm going to be back. Remember, the battle's not over until the vanquished considers himself to be so. It's hard to beat somebody who don't quit. So that's my word for you today. Don't quit. Keep on going and up your averages.